Hello and welcome to another episode of Farming Simulator 25. Right guys, I'm just going to give you a little bit of a pre-warning in advance. There may be some stuttering during this episode. I have acquired a new graphics card and I just I built the shader cache up as much as humanly possible on different maps and things like that. But I'm just, yeah, if there's any, comes across any stuttering guys, it could take a little bit longer, or it might be a place we've not been to yet and things like that. So I just wanted to say that straight away. Right, we are going to look into the shop today, and we've got, oh my god, there's some nice stuff in the shop today. That I would have loved that. 18,500, that would have been nice. Right, as you can see, we are in April 2. We don't have overloads to do, but the one thing we do need to do today is we need to go down to the shop. I've just to the dairy. I've just realized as well, I still haven't changed this sell point. And we've got 4 pallets down at the dairy. Wow, we've got 4 pallets. Like I said, I'm only doing this because obviously the angle of the sell point, I don't need any of them spawning in the wall and getting stuck and stuff. So like I say, I'm not using super strength all the time. I'm just trying to make sure nothing kind of gets stuck. Now that is fantastic. We have got 2 milk, 1 butter and 1 cheese. Let's have a little look at what we've got. We've got a cheese which is October. That's good. I'm not keeping cheese till October. I'm not keeping butter till October. And we've got bottled milk, which is, yeah, so we do need to bring the trailer down, guys. Once again, we need to bring the trailer down. This is brilliant. The money we're gonna get from this bit of pallet, these pallets, are gonna buy us either a slurry spreader for this field and or a spreader for our solid fertilizer. It's quite as simple as that. There's the stuttering I'm talking about, guys. Like I say, you will have to bear with me. There's no way my new graphics card cannot run FS25. My 4080 could run it with just shadows turned down ever so slightly. I still have the same 4080 settings, just on a different graphics card. But it should definitely work. So I think it's just because I haven't like driven down here, and the stuttering will fix itself. I'm not gonna lie, it will fix itself. It might just take. I need to fix on these i4 Williams trailers. Like, you get the trailer there, they've got the icon there. That decal on the back needs fixing. That was one of the things I had to fix on this when it got converted over. Like, you just use the wrong shaders on stuff. To the people who have joined the Discord and have asked about the i4 Williams, guys, as soon as there is an update and permission for me to share them, I will. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna sit and just be ignored. I'm sure if I was to release them, they wouldn't ignore me. So I do think it's kind of on the rude side. So I am very tempted at the moment to just release what I've done. Now, like I said, the crane is part of the pack, but the crane doesn't work. I'm still working on that. That's another reason I haven't just gone, you know what, the girl or guy hasn't, you know what I mean? If you're just going to ignore me and be rude about it, then I'm just going to release them. And if people don't like it, don't be rude. It's not hard not to be rude, really. That's how I see it anyway. I'm sure someone will come across and will be like, oh, you can't do that, but you know, don't be rude. I don't think it's hard to not be rude, but you know, saying that's some other people's thing. But yeah, like I say, I'll only wait so long, and then probably gonna put it into the Discord. I'm not dealing with the crybabies on King's Mod anymore. Plus then, if you watch this series, you'll know where to find them. And I've just put this trailer in an absolutely stupid position once again. Yeah. There we go. Let's just get that down there. Let's get that on there. Can I lift both of these? No, I best not really lift these. Right, so this is a pallet of butter. And I think, to be honest, if we put the butter on top of the cheese, that will help protect the cheese from the rain. Not that I really think it needs protecting, it's cheese. Let's be honest, cheese is just a glorified mold. And there we go. Let's get on there. We can still get the two. But this is why I got this trailer sorted though, for what this is. Now, if you're wondering why I still haven't brought the small series, the small holding series, guys, I'm gonna look at possibly starting that next week as a weekend series. There's a couple of bits I'm still adjusting on the map. And I kind of got a little bit distracted yesterday with the new graphics card come in, and then I was playing Apex with a friend who's been travelling in Australia for like 19 months, so I was kind of having a catch up and stuff with him, so yeah, I was having a blast with that. So that's kind of just why I haven't technically brought it yet. I've just been a little bit busy. But yeah, we are going to be bringing it very soon. I am going to maybe put some screenshots in the Discord as well. It'll definitely just be like a Saturday and a Sunday release, so I'll record it on like a Friday and a Saturday. And I just need a quick second just to go onto there and onto there. There we go. Lovely. Yeah. I'm using like 43% GPU, so the stuttering is just the shader cache. It's just slowly building back up. Now we are going to take the shortcut because I am going to sell this at the same location. There might be better prices elsewhere, but to be quite honest, this is good enough for me. We'll take everything over here. I tell you what though, I got 4 pallets for this loaded up very, very quickly, considering I did add in one of the new slurry tankers that I want to be using as well on this series, so I'm not really sure how long the series is going to go on for. I enjoy the series a lot. I'm not exactly in a rush to be like, and to end it. I have been looking at the Lady Hill map for a possible 3rd series where we just break up the maps. I don't like to play the same map constantly, and that's all I've done really for a month, but I have enjoyed playing this map because it's a lovely map. But I don't want to get bored of it either, so I'm going to try and bring, like, say, this 2 days a week, a new series 3 days a week, and like, and then like the small holding on 2 days on a weekend. That's kind of the plan going forward. You can travel to all these places, but it's the roads in between the places I've not been to that's causing the biggest stuttering. This should all go in here, and that is in there. That is over 10. That is over £11,000. Actually, do you know what? That's nearly £11,500. I'm not sure 100% how much our trailer is worth. That way, slurry tanker trailer is worth. All I can tell you is that we are going to be purchasing it as well soon. £174,548 in the bank. And the best bit is, we still have milk that will have spawned over here from the last episode. It might be about 500 or 600 litres. Gonna try and start taking the milk every couple of episodes. There is still no wool spawn down here. I'm very disappointed in that, to be honest. 958 litres. Something else just came up. It was a mulch. I was hoping like a fertilizer spreader was gonna show up. Now that's a seed tank, so that's completely the wrong thing. We are looking for one of these. We've kind of been using that because it's the only one. Like, I'm not buying that one. I think we might buy this one. We want the cover yet. I might leave it at 1900. That's a good size for £18,000. So we now have more. We now have less money than we had. The difference is we now have a fertilizer spreader that we no longer have to go and keep renting. And like I say, we've got to do a field of 103 today. That is kind of on the to-do list. Now, once we've done this, let's have a look. We have a cultivating contract. That's not a bad... Do you know what? I think we send the Volvo to go do it. Oh, the Volvo is almost out of fuel as well. Of course the Volvo is out of fuel. It always is. The Volvo is always out of fuel. So let's have a little look around here. Let's get the cultivator. We might as well go and earn a couple of grand with the Volvo. The Volvo's not doing now. Like I say, I won't send the Massey Ferguson out to work. That's just not worth the hassle, to be honest. Oh, I never thought I could have put the Ford drive into the shop on its own. Can we just do this? Right, let's just... I don't know if that'll fill up while I'm leaving. I can't say I've ever done that, so... Let's go and get our fertilizer spreader and have a look at the... this field. It won't take long to fertilise this field. It's got a massive widespread on as this fertiliser. We have 1 1/4 pallet of wool. There's another, probably another couple of £1,000 sat there. I need to get like a skid steer that I can, or a forklift, something cheap that comes up in the shop that we can leave in that field, so that we don't have to keep taking the Massey Ferguson, because otherwise we're going to end up having to take the Ford and the Massey to that field, and the Massey is literally just to load it with. If we can take like I'll purchase a second-hand skid steer, or you know, forklift or something. It's just something we can literally abandon in that field. Come on. There we go. Beautiful. I have just double checking the control for the cover, and that is N. 42 meters wide, guys. Right, we're just going to take a little bit of a shortcut this time. Right. My Volvo is full, so we can put this to the road. And then we'll set this going to do a contract. This is where I didn't actually accept the contract, and then I was going to lose it. We have started this contract active. So we're going to field 5. We're going to go on to create a job, and this one, create that there, and field work. Start job. Lovely. And then hopefully by the time we come with the Volvo, with the Ford, the Volvo should be completely out of the way. That's the idea. Worker G has stopped working already. And do you know what? The worker system on this game is diabolical. Like, I've used this worker system to get around different places. How are you getting stuck on absolutely nothing? It's not like there's... You know, it's not like there's a car blocking it. We already know it's gonna not work. It's terrible. And there we go, worker B. Am I the only one who finds this new AI worker system driving around map terrible? Like, it's terrible. Why can't I just send a worker off to go and do his job? All this does is delay me, and like I say, it's very... I didn't want to have to drive this all the way to a work point, you know, to a field. What's the point in having the option if it doesn't work? And I know the tractor's good. I know. I wonder if it's something to do with... Can we put it here and try it? I want to get on with the job I want to do today. That's the problem. Oh, hang on. I didn't stop the Volvo. The last thing I needed was... create job, and I can't even select the tractor I want to select. Oh, whatever. I'll just drive it. By the time I've pissed about doing it, I've wasted just as much time as it would have been just to deliver it. He's telling me I want to buy Farmland 254, which is not the case. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the worker system. I've come down the wrong road anyway. That might be why. I wonder if it's because of that country lane. Who knows? Come down here, and it is that field coming up on the bottom. Yeah, this should work a treat now. Let's park that into this field. Lovely, just like that. Let's do 2 headlands. Let's work on the ups and downs. 6 meters wide, and away you go. Right, there we go. Right, so let's get this engine running. Let's just make sure that... I'm sure we'll find out in a minute if that's working or not, because the percentage will increase. Right, that is our fertilizer. Lovely. That's all we need. I don't even think we need that much, to be quite honest. And he's done 4% already. Nice. I need to zoom out of this so I can actually see. That's a crazy, crazy width on that. It's lovely though. Stop, Ford, stop. Oh, you crushed my field. I love how the sensor on this just... It just never seems to change much, but, you know, it depends on what it needs, really. We're going from a red to an orange. Which is not really a lot, to be honest. We've used like next to no fertilizer on this. And there we go. And that was as quick as that. That was ridiculously crazy. There we go. Maybe we can look at getting a contract done. It'd be nice if there was a rolling contract. We do have a roller. I don't know if there's an issue with rolling. I don't even know if rolling contracts are a thing on 25. I can't say I've ever noticed. So that is going on there. That's on there. Bale wrapping is 92. No, not fertilizing. Hoeing contracts are still broken. Liming contracts, nope. Spraying contracts is one of those. No, they're too expensive. I'm not going to do a spraying contract. That's not worth it. That's definitely not worth it. The amount of fertilizer, the amount of herbicide you would need to do that contract, I don't think you'd really make any money. Field 46, 37. Is there anything nearby close? No, so there's nothing here nearby either. That's that contract. That's that field we cultivate. Although it wants sunflower, so that would be with the plow anyway, with the planter anyway. Carrots, sunflower, carrots. So yeah, there is nothing we can really do right now. That really does suck. we've got nearly a pallet of fabric coming. That's gonna look nice. So yeah, I put this contract on and kind of thinking, well, that's the only decent contract we've got to do. Let's have a look if there's... Let's clear the contracts. And then let's have a look what there is. See if anything new pops up. No cultivating, no ploughing. Just... Oh, that would be a nice contract to do, but it's not worth it. Until they push an update out to fix those hoeing contracts, they are completely out of the way. But yeah, we're kind of just lost for work at the moment, guys. I've got literally nothing we can do. And that really does suck, to be honest. What have we got over here in... have we got anything to do with the animals? No, they've got plenty of water. They've got plenty of wool. They've got plenty of grass. They've got plenty of that. They've got plenty of that. Oh, they could do with a bit more silage, to be fair. We could do that. And then the chickens are down to their final 150. Have I got any grain to sell them? Or to give them? I do not. Do chickens eat soybeans? Wheat, barley, sorghum. So I don't even have anything to give the chickens. That is absolutely terrible. Right, so what we're going to do, we'll give the cows some food. And we will give them, I think we'll give them 6 bales. So there we go, there's 6 bales. We need the Massey Ferguson. Let's park the trailer up. I was leaving it up by the top, but we do have a pallet of fabric due any minute. And we might put it on the trailer. We might not as well. That'll do. Nope, wrong one. That's the one I want. There we go. Beautiful. Let's open them forks out wide. And... Aha. Okay. I've made this mistake in the past and I've gone that way. I've then reversed back and it's put them in the sell point. It's put them back into the storage. So we will not be doing that. Yeah, there isn't even like any grass growing, grass cutting contracts. We're really just like, at the moment. I do love how it's turned into a slow-paced episode, and it wasn't even really meant to be like this today. It was meant to be just be a let's get what we can done, move on to the next month in the next episode, but yeah, it's just ended up being a quiet month. And I love these ones where like there's no time lapses, because this is genuinely what it would be like if we didn't time lapse everything. It'd just be when we didn't do contracts. There's nothing to do. We'd end up just skipping. Now let's have a look how much feed they've now got in the cows. They're now up to 4. You know what? We're not that fussed. We've got plenty of bills. Let's get another 6 in. I wasn't gonna put 12 bales in, but I'm thinking screw it. Like I say, harvest season is coming in a couple of months, and that harvest season is going to be hectic. Also, in a couple of months, we will have our new grass field to cut. And that's going to be hell as well. Now this time I've pushed my luck and I've taken 4 bales at once. Now we're going to go nice and slow so we don't mess it up. There we go. It took all of them. Nice. Let's put them two forks together. Let's stab this one. Let's go like that. There we go. That was a quicker way of doing it. Lovely. But yeah, we've kind of lost more money today than by spending than what we've made. But like I say, there's a... Yeah, sometimes I find I have to do that. But also saying that, you know, we're going to have a pallet of fabric coming soon. There is technically a couple of £1,000 worth of wool as well. As you can see, 994 litres. Beautiful. 40 cows. Are we anywhere near reproduction? We are. So we are due some more cows. May, what are we in May? About June time. We're due some more cows in June. Right, let's have a little look at the sell price as well. We do have soybeans. And soybeans is not till July, but it, like I say, it's always worth a little check to see. Wool is a good price. Wow. It's a shame that is such a long way away, because we could, you know, if that was round the corner, that'd be perfect. But yeah, fabric is actually at the best price you can get, and we are literally so close to getting it. I'll tell you what we're going to do. Let's just skip a little bit of extra time because we haven't got much else to do. Oh, there's a great demand. There's a great demand. Let's find where what this great demand is. Don't think it's anything we've got, to be honest. It never usually is. On here, look for the blue one. There it is. Roof place. I told you it was never gonna be what we wanted. Right, let's just, can we keep skipping a little bit of time? We need to get 998 999. We have a I don't actually know. Can anybody tell me where the pallet spawns on these? I've got no idea. I genuinely have no idea. Alright, so that looks like it's, so it looks like it's here. A pallet of fabric, not 1,000 litres. Let's just go to 1 o'clock. Right, I'll leave that on 10. Right. I was expecting that to spawn. So have I stopped this from spawning? I thought it was going to spawn here. I genuinely thought it was going to spawn here. Is that not the case? No, guys, you're going to have to help me out with this one, because I feel like we should have a pallet of wool. I genuinely feel like we should have a we should have a pallet of fabric. I genuinely think we should have a pallet of fabric. So the question is where is the fabric? Where is the fabric? That's not good, guys. Where is the fabric? If I put it where I, like, for example, does it spawn at the side? Does it spawn on this side? Does it spawn on there? I didn't see a notification telling me that it couldn't be spawned. Has it spawned under the ground? Oh, wow. What a cracking cultivator. Yeah, we can't afford that. I'm just looking in case there's like a... There's no box here for spawn point. Or is there? Yeah, there is. There's definitely something meant to be here. Right, guys, I desperately need your help in the comments. Where's my pallet of wool? Where's my pallet of fabric? I'm so confused right now. I was expecting a pallet of fabric. Is pallets of fabric 2,000 litres? Are they not 2,000 litres? Yeah, I don't know with 25, so you're gonna have to help me with this one, guys. But for now, there's not really much I can do other than milk 600 litres. Yes, might as well wait till May for that and take it. I don't think we're gonna run out of production at the dairy. Yeah, we're not gonna run out there. Buffalo milk's a bit... Yeah, we might run out of buffalo milk, but there's not much I can do about that. No, I'm gonna have to do some testing, but I'm probably... Well, I can tell you now, I'm not gonna get time to test today or tomorrow. So, guys, I need you to help me in the comments below. Is fabric 2? I'm just looking on here. Change output. Yeah, I'm so confused, guys. I am so confused. Desperately needing some assistance with this one, because this production has been the biggest pain in my bum I've ever seen. If I have to just move it down a little bit, because let's say they spawn at the side or they spawn at the back. Like, for example, if they spawn at the back, we'll we'll just bring it forward to here. And then that way I can still get behind with a telehandler or, you know, front loader, or just anything in general. Or we might just look at moving it somewhere else completely. But yeah, I need your assistance, guys. I really do need your assistance. I'm just going to jump over to the Volvo. And as you can see, guys, the Volvo is about to finish his contract. Thank you so much for watching this episode, guys. I do hope you have enjoyed it. It's been a bit of a slower pace one. I do love it when they're like these. We've just casually, you know, tickled along with the farm. And yeah, there is another £3,283. So that's going to be May's payment of the Ford completely covered. Hopefully in May there might be a new tractor, because again we still have the Volvo and it would be nice to get something different. But yeah, as I say, thank you so much for watching. I look forward to reading the comments on the production, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye for now.